Hello everyone, I'm Dawn. Thank you so much for visiting with me today. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. We do all kinds of things here. We talk about true crime, we do SFX makeup, DIYs, hauls, product reviews, unboxings sometimes, vlogs, food content, and most importantly, at least to me, Disney content. And I can't wait to start sharing Epic Universe with y'all. It's going to be a while though. So if any of that is of interest to you, please join me. So we need to talk. We really do. Some of y'all, I don't think my followers per se, but some of y'all are insane. I mean it. Some of you, your cheese has slid off your cracker. So I've been sick for 3 weeks and I'm just now starting to feel a little better to try and get back online and read emails and stuff. And the nonsense that has been sent my way over the past few weeks has been, quite frankly, stupid. Just stupid. And first of all, I want to say, I really just do not care about the topic of Gypsy Rose. I really do not. I don't care anymore. They recently found a little indigent girl's dismembered body parts. They recently found another young girl with her throat cut and her hands chopped off in an abandoned building. Horrible things are happening every day. So, these Gypsy Rose fighter pilots are, they're fighting for nothing, okay? It doesn't matter. Fight for something that matters, for Christ's sake. I'm sorry to tell you this, and I'm sorry I used the Lord's name in vain. Forgive me. I know some of y'all don't like that. But I'm sorry to tell you this, but Gypsy Rose killing her mom, it's not the same. It is not the same thing as little girls being dismembered. It's not. And if that's what you want your voice to go to, I guess that's fine. Have at it. Have a ball. But it's a waste. It's a waste of energy. Whatever side you're on, whether you are a completely disillusioned, fooled pro-gypsy stan, or whether you're anti-gypsy, it doesn't matter. Just do you, but I'm not there. I'm not there anymore, I guess. I realize that I am talking about the Gypsy Rose verse in this video, but it's simply to express my dismay, I guess. Anyway, so I'm going to read you 2 of the emails that I received, and I don't know if this one I'm going to read to you first. I can't figure it out. I don't know if it's pro-gypsy or anti-gypsy. Because I've been getting accused of liking Gypsy and accused of not liking her. And here's the thing. I don't care. I don't care about her. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. But this one email is so horribly written, it is not to be missed. I don't know. I'm not sure what they're trying to say. I'm not sure who it's from. I have my ideas, but I'm not completely sure. I have my thoughts on that, though. But these are so dim. They're dim people, both on the pro-gypsy side, and there are some people on the anti-gypsy side that are, some are really dim lights. Just dim lights, and they're not, the pro ones are not helping Gypsy. They're of no help to Gypsy whatsoever with their bizarre, weird behavior, their insane rants. It's so weird. And here's another weird thing. I don't even know why I'm receiving any correspondence regarding Gypsy. I have no idea why anyone is now reaching out to me regarding Gypsy Rose. I haven't made Gypsy content in months. It's probably been at least 2 months. I don't know. I think there's plenty of people who are talking about her. You don't need me. If I'm asked an opinion or something and people want to send me questions about it, I might do a video that way, but I'm not going to dive into her anymore. There are some things I want to discuss with the case, but it may or may not happen. you know, I didn't even go back and look and see when the last Gypsy video I made. But I'm not making content about her because I just don't find it that interesting. She's boring. Her community is boring. It's all boring. I kind of feel at this point people are just beating a dead horse. And they can, if that's the content people want to create, that's perfectly cool with me. That's fine. But it's just not really for me anymore. It's not for me. It's not. Like, again, if people ask me questions or they point out something really, really interesting, I might discuss that. But as far as just making content on her on a regular basis, that's just not going to happen because, you know, yeah, it'll hurt my channel, but if it's boring to me, y'all are going to feel it. But I did want to address this. I've talked about Gypsy on my channel a lot in the past, not recently though, and I've never gotten any kind of messages or anything about it before, ever, from either side. And now I've gotten like 6 emails over the past few weeks that, although it's hard to tell by their context in all of them and by the really poor writing, I think it's all pro-Gypsy, but that's just speculating because, again, the writing is so bad. So I'm only going to read you 2 emails I got because one of them is really short and succinct, and the other one is so incredibly bad that it just has to be read. It has to be read aloud. It is probably the worst one I've received writing-wise, context-wise. And if you're emailing someone because you want to make a point or you want them to have information or you're trying to make yourself clear to them, maybe proofread. Maybe proofread because, I mean, you can't possibly believe I'm not going to make fun of this. I'm just saying. I don't know what the hell it's supposed to be. I don't know if it's pro or anti. I don't know. But this person is trying to say, whatever that person is trying to say is, I don't know. It's bizarre. And then Eric hasn't read it yet, so I might have him come in and read it aloud for fun if he feels up to it. But first, let me read it to you, okay? Now, the subject of this first email says Guppy, Guppy. I think they mean Gypsy, but I could be way off base. I've never talked about anyone named Guppy. I think they mean Gypsy. I do. So here is the body of this email, and prepare yourself because this is going to maybe hurt your head a little bit. Trigger warning. You can flirt and hey back to Guppy. You don't know for know her too. You can't say you don't know Nick kill mom stabbed with Guppy. Did not do it. Not pot stiff with your vid make trap horden. Copy you don't know not night for you to step. Say it for to Guppy. You with you and them leave vested. Gypsy alone too. She was a used not to be by Nick and my mom. Dee did not live to be dead, killed, murdered, but it too bad it had too bad Nick. Yeah. Yeah, do with that what you want. And let me have Eric come in and read that for y'all. Anyway, maybe it is Shakespearean.
Get some water.
Maybe we should get you
for my
like
voice.
Yeah, maybe we should get you a skull and a big froofy collar to wear and like a white wig so you can read it like a Shakespearean actor. Okay, so here's Eric. He is going to recite the email. I've sent it to the body of the text to the phone, just so you remember, Eric. The subject is Guppy. Too bad I don't have a William Shakespeare Funko Pop.
Okay. You can flirt and hey, back to Guppy. You don't know for know her too. You can't say you don't know Nick Kill. Mom stabbed with Guppy. Did not do it. Yo not pot stiff with your vid make trap Horden. Copy you don't know, not night. For you two step say it for to go Guppy you with you and them leave vested Gypsy alone too. She was a used not to be by Nick. And my mom Dee Dee did not live to be dead, killed, murdered. But it too bad it had too bad Nick. That's very sad. I'm not sure if that's negative or positive towards anything or anyone.
I was going to ask you what's your takeaway.
I have no idea.
We should dress like Shakespearean actors and reenact that. And be like, remember how we had the skull and we're like, to be or not to be? Okay.
Okay, so everybody give Eric a hand for his participation. He did a beautiful job. Maybe it's Shakespearean. I'm just... Maybe Gypsy's got a Shakespearean scholar as a supporter or not supporter. I haven't figured out which.
You have to really get the meter right.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's another one, and this one is very short, and I promise you, this is exactly how it's written, and I am flummoxed. Gypsy was killed by Nick. How you feel when baby died too? That's it. That's what it says. So, sick for 3 weeks. Haven't been really checking my email or anything. I get on my email, and this is the crap I'm getting. I mean, honestly, if you're watching this, whoever sent those 2 emails, just don't say anything ever again unless it's going to be Mark Twain level shit. I understand that means you're probably going to be a very, very quiet person. But just... What was that thing the guy said about the Mark Twain saying?
Get out of there.
Brian! That's gross. Oh, that was in The Devil's Rejects. Yeah, next thing that comes out of your mouth better be some Mark Twain shit. Okay. All right. Do you have anything to say about that, what I just read? You want me to read it again?
Is it some kind of bot thing or something?
I don't know. I mean, who would waste their time?
I don't understand.
Gypsy was killed by Nick. How you feel when baby died too? What? What? Weird.
Huh.
I've communicated with people on both sides, like whether they support Gypsy or not, who have spoken very intelligently. I can't imagine this would be any of those people, and they wouldn't be afraid to tell me who they were anyway. If it's that one, there's this one woman, I don't want to say her name, but she looks like a piece of fried chicken, and I just want to tell her, you hop back in the bucket and go feed a family of 4, and no one wants to hear from you at no time. But, okay, let me finish this video up, Eric.
Brian's like, ooh, fried chicken.
So, if you're somebody who wants to send me an email, please proofread. Please proofread. Please. Because I don't want to talk badly about how someone writes. But something like this needs to be shared because this is just so ridiculous. it's ludicrous. It's a bleak indictment against the educational system. And really, why would someone send an email like this? Like, either one of these emails, it's bizarre. And Eric suggested maybe it's a bot. I don't know how bots work. I don't know why anybody would waste the time. And I know it sounds made up. I know it sounds like there is no way someone sent emails like this to another human. But I promise you, this is not made up. I received these in my inbox. I don't know if they're supposed to be jokes. I don't know what's going on. I assume if it was supposed to be funny, someone would say, ha ha, I was kidding. But I don't know if a friend of mine thought it would be funny to send them to me knowing how triggered I am by horrible writing. Just because they would get a laugh out of my reaction, out of my agony. But I don't know what this was. But assuming that these are both genuine emails, I'm concerned about the people who sent these. These are concerning. And I received a handful, like I received a total about 6. And they were all badly written, but these 2 were the worst. The ones I read to you were the worst. So my whole thing is, I think if you stand with Gypsy, that's fine. Do you? That's your problem if you stand against Gypsy. It's your problem if you stand up for her. It's fine. But if you were going to speak on behalf of Gypsy and you say things like this, you're not helping her. Please have your crap together. These emails are idiotic. They are stupendously idiotic. This type of thing doesn't help Gypsy. And if I were her, I would make an announcement on socials and just say, look, quit speaking up for me, you guys, because y'all are all illiterate. Quit sticking up for me because you are not doing me any favors. More hindrance than help. And again, I have no idea why anybody is trying to reach out to me regarding Gypsy at all, let alone 6 people. I don't even talk about her on my channel anymore. I don't. I guess too little too late. Although I am talking about her in this video, I realize, but it's just because I feel like this had to be brought up. This had to be addressed. And I don't want the person who sent me either one of these emails, because it's 2 different people, I believe. I don't want them to feel bad or anything, but I really doubt that they'll even realize that it's them I'm addressing, because I don't think that these people are very bright. So there goes me not wanting people to feel bad. So I'm all for debate, civilized debate, but you're going to have to make sense, or I'm just not going to be able to engage. I just can't. Okay, well, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm not mad at anybody for talking about Gypsy. I'm not mad at anyone siding with her or not. It's just that whole world, it's lost to me. It got lost somewhere, and I just can't deal with it anymore. But I'll talk to everyone later. Bye-bye.